So, in the new age sort of spiritual personal development space, we hear a lot of talk about fear, right? And generally speaking, and instinctually speaking, when we experience fear, what we usually do is we run in the opposite direction of it. Now, what I've come to realize is that fear is actually in many cases guiding us toward something that may serve and transform us. And that what is potentially happening as fear is coming up is that our ego may be trying to protect us from something that we don't actually need to be afraid of. It's a fascinating concept. So, an example might be I have a story that I want to tell, right? Or here's a better one. I was going to shoot this video and share some of my wisdom and insight with you guys. And as I geared up to get on the camera, there were all these stories coming up for me internally around the setting. You know, it was like, oh, but your closet's in the video and your house coat's hanging there and you're not in this big, beautiful set and studio and it came up with every sort of reason for me not to shoot this video that it possibly could. And all the while, if I were to feel into my heart and my spirit, shooting this video felt inspiring. It felt like my highest calling, the most exciting thing I could do in this moment. And interestingly enough, also the most powerful and transformative thing I could do is to sit down and to shoot this video and to have this conversation with you guys about fear, right? So it's interesting because I'm not dying. Me recording this video isn't hurting me in any way. In fact, it's actually expanding me. So it's kind of interesting how fear can sometimes seduce us and convince us into thinking that it's there to protect us when actually uh, we may be avoiding that which would serve us most. So I want to invite and encourage you to explore some of the ways in which you notice that fear is coming up for you and to really challenge that in the moment and to step into whatever it is that you're resisting to see how true it is for you in your life. That on the other side of fear lies everything that you desire to experience and everything that you are. Because you can watch videos and you can listen to me talk about these concepts and share my own stories, and it may sound really exciting to you. You may feel expansive as you're listening to this, and you may light up, you may feel curious, you may actually think it's completely, batshit crazy or complete bullshit. But generally speaking, I imagine some part of you is listening to this and something inside of you is maybe lighting up or expanding, or there's a feeling of excitement in your body, and that may be showing you something. So I can talk about this and you can get excited about it, and it may feel true to you in some way, shape, or form. But knowing and doing and being are different, right? I can share something with you and you can know it, but it's the doing that leads to the being, right? So when we begin to be in the practice of looking at our fear and then those moments of fear choosing faith instead and moving into whatever it is that we're resisting, and as a result expanding and becoming more of ourselves and experiencing what we desire, we then become that person. We become it. It becomes us as opposed to just knowing about it, right? So I will leave you guys with that and stay tuned. There are more of these videos to come. I'm really excited to be putting out content on YouTube and social media. I've been active on Facebook and decided that it was time for me to engage on YouTube. So stay tuned. Love you guys. It just got Reno. Peace.